Howdy, 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 everybody. It is True Crime Sunday on this October 30th, 2022, Sunday evening at
7:25.
28.
Well, mine's 3
okay.
minutes fast.
Let's see. Get your hair all fixed up, honey.
That's why I put on a hat.
Oh, that's how you do it, huh?
Yeah.
Jellybean, are your hairs all ready? Okay, we're ready.
I would be sitting a lot closer to Theresa, but as you can see, we've got a Jellybean that has come between us.
Poodle doodle who had to be on her mom.
It was just like all of a sudden she came rushing up here and she kind of acted like she hadn't seen Theresa in years and years and years. Yeah. So
she's always with me. But
yeah.
Today's true crime is about a little boy, little beautiful 20-month-old boy. That's a picture of him. His name was Quiton Simon, and out of Savannah, Georgia. So Brad had written down a timeline.
Let's see. Oh, got to go back to the. Sorry, it's kind of hard for me to read with my glasses, and I tried bifocals and about killed myself.
Do you want me to read it?
If you can read it, yeah.
Well, I can read. I know how. I did books on phonics for 10 years.
But you remember whose writing you're trying to read.
Quiton Simon, he was a 20-month-old little boy, and his mom's name was Leilani.
Leilani Simon?
Yeah. He was last seen on October 5th in his playpen at his grandmother's house. Mom lived there, too. 6 a.m., and this is on Buckhalter Road. Noticed that he was missing at 9 a.m. is when it was called in. The police were contacted. Savannah Police and FBI and Liberty County Sheriff and K-9 and helicopter all aided in the search. All the Buckhalter and nearby roads temporarily closed. Are you listening to me read? Okay.
You know, and they started an immediate search of the area, just trying to see if they could find any kind of indication.
So Thursday, October 6th, the police chief had a press conference about a missing person. No evidence on Quiton. No evidence that he is any longer alive. That's awful soon.
I know. That's what I thought.
They didn't think he was a man.
I know. That's what I thought, too.
The Quiton's grandparents are interviewed by a TV station. Now, on the 7th, October 7th, police chief updates the case. Court document, grandparents have custody, and grandmother is stated wanting her daughter and the boyfriend, Daniel Youngking, removed from the house. Searches of the home by pool and pond. Now, this doesn't make sense to me, and I'll explain in a little bit why I don't believe that was the case, that she really wanted her daughter removed from the home. Saturday, October 9th, the search continues. No more volunteers are asked to, because they already have the FBI assisting and everybody else. Sunday,
they're recanvassing.
Okay, recanvassing. Specific tip lines have been established. They fear that he may have drowned in the family pool. Monday, the 10th, press conference with updates. Fire department was called in to pump out the pool. TV station denied request for a copy, was denied a request for the copy of the 911, hi sweetie, placed by Leilani, and cut out of the ongoing investigation. That's not unusual, though.
Yeah.
911 dispatch call should show Leilani found front door open, and she believes someone took him.
And she discovered him, that he was missing when she woke up at 9 o'clock. So, and it didn't...
No, 6 o'clock.
Or, no, at 9 o'clock.
Oh, you had on the other side 6 a.m.
Well, the mom, or the grandmother, last saw him at 6 a.m.
Okay.
In the playpen.
Okay.
And then when Leilani, mom, when she got up at 9, he was missing.
Okay.
and she found the front door open, and she believes that someone took him.
Yeah. So that was 1 week that he'd been missing. Tuesday, the 11th, the police seized evidence they think will close the case from the house. Wednesday, the 12th, the police researched home with dogs. They think that he was basically thrown away in a dumpster. And then, of course, that ended in the landfill. Press release, they think he's dead and named Leilani the prime suspect, but no arrest and no charges were filed.
One of the speculations is that they think he might have drowned in the backyard pool, and that he was disposed of in a dumpster.
Press release says nobody's
been found.
Oh, nobody above info?
Nobody's.
That's what you wrote.
I know. Nobody's been found, and then
I was
just
supposed to surmise that from just that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Friday the 14th, they started shifting through the evidence in the landfill, and what they do there is they take just a small minute, and they have all these FBI and investigators, and they thoroughly search through every minute piece, and they have that taken away, and then they are more dumped for them to search through. Very tedious.
And I'm sure they're going through with cadaver dogs.
That's what I mean. Yeah, thoroughly search. Yeah, cadaver dogs and everything. They will find the smallest. They will find a fingernail if there's.
Yeah.
Right. I know. You just love this. It's just story time. I know. But Tuesday the 18th. But what's that word?
Authorities.
Oh, authorities think his remains put in dumpster searching landfill. Okay, you had to put that in.
Yeah, thoroughly searching landfill.
We already talked about that.
Yeah. I have the familial tremors, and so sometimes when I write,
I'm just teasing you.
I know you are.
Okay.
I know you are. I'm used to it. But and sometimes my writing is less than stellar. Not that it's
a lot of times he'll have me do writing like any kind of forms or anything, But your writing has always been horrible.
That's what I was about to say.
My thing is, they state that they think that the grandmother who had legal custody of him, wanted her daughter out of the house. Why then was her and her daughter spotted in a bar doing shots together? Why also would they decide that because there was a memorial not too far from their house to have lawn chairs out in the front yard and sit together? Also, one of the things I just thought of is, why are they not naming her boyfriend at all?
That's what I wonder too.
Where is he? I mean, I know that the mother is the prime suspect, but where the boyfriend in all of this? And why is you not seeing the boyfriend with Leilani?
Yeah.
That's kind of odd to me.
Yeah, and originally, this was in a different article I read, originally they named, Leilani named the boy's biological father, that he came over and got him and took him away.
Oh, okay.
And that was one of the first statements out of her mouth when they found out he was missing. And I guess that I wish I could remember his name, the boy's biological father lives like 60 miles away. So,
I'm sure that he was cleared right away.
And his mother had an alibi for him, so that he couldn't have done that.
And also, Quiton had a babysitter, and I can't remember her name, but this babysitter, has stated that Leilani was always partying, that Quiton was the last thing on her mind. it was just having a good time. And it's got to be a profound reason why the grandparents had legal custody of him. But also with the babysitter is the first one that started wanting a memorial for him. Just, you know, a couple of days after he'd been missing. And the babysitter and the grandmother got into a huge confrontation. The video's here on YouTube. At the babysitter's house. And, I mean, that mother seemed like, who was actually the grandmother, seemed like she could be a pretty rough character, too. I mean, she's rough.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't think the babysitter had anything to do with it. And I'm sure she's a nice enough lady. But my thing is, she keeps going on, especially Facebook Lives, and chatting with everybody. It's like she is, hi, girlfriend, I know I love you too. She is loving the attention. There's a little precious boy who is defenseless, who probably is dead, which breaks your heart. It's not time for social level. It's not time. I mean, I watched a couple of her Facebook Lives because they've been uploaded to YouTube. And it's like she is just, you know, eating it up to the attention. And it's like, you know, I don't know. Something there is like, that's kind of weird to me. But it's just very, I know, is it sad? I know you've got to listen to me. I love you too. She loves just to... Anyway, these kids are defenseless. These kids that are murdered by mother or father or anybody else are innocent victims. That little precious 20-month-old baby, you know, who hadn't even really got a chance to start at life, is presumed dead. I would love to know what they're finding. And they took out quite a few bags, and I think it was out of the mother's room. What were they finding?
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, to name a suspect so early on, to say she is their prime suspect, they normally won't tell you unless they're pretty sure. I would like to know what she has said during interrogations, I mean, does the grandmother know about it and just trying to cover? Like you said, did he get out and was found drowned in the pool?
That's one of the speculations.
You know? Well, don't you think that the grandparents would have wanted to drain that pool right away? If I had a grandchild missing, that pool would have been drained right away. I wouldn't have had to wait for a fire department to be called. Unless they were wanting to pump that water out and like, put it through a screen and stuff in case, you know.
One of the things that we forgot to do in the very beginning is that this video is for entertainment purposes only.
We are so not professional.
Yes, and this is, you know, we've done some research, but a lot of this is just pure speculation on our part. And opinion on our part.
It's YouTube videos that we watched, it's news reports that we watched, it's things that we've read from the internet. We kind of, you know, compile all this. Brad will take notes, or if it's my week to take notes, and then we'll talk about the case together and stuff. And, you know, I'll bring up some stuff that maybe he doesn't know. He'll bring up stuff that maybe I hadn't heard or known about. So, yes, this is not professional at all. It's for entertainment purposes only. It is to help get out information. So, if anybody does know anything in Savannah, Georgia, or the nearby areas, please, you know, call the police and tell them, even if you think it's just the smallest thing. And Brad's phone is doing some funkalicious stuff, but we're just not even going to pay attention to it. Can you move your phone so it's not right there? It's irritating my phone, I think.
Okay.
No, it's not. But
we don't want that to happen.
The reason we do the true crime is, yes, I think it is something that engages all of us. And then you guys will go and do your own research, because all of you guys are very brilliantly, help me here.
I'm not sure what.
Brilliant. You guys are very smart. Brilliantly smart.
Perfect.
You know, I have a speech impediment because I don't have all my hearing, so if you guys are new and stuff, so I don't always know how a word is actually pronounced, and sometimes I struggle. So, you know. Anyway, I know you guys are extremely smart, and you guys will do your own research. This is an ongoing case. This is still ongoing, and that's very sad. They may never find his remains.
Yeah.
Something, though, profound has led them to think that he is in the landfill. Did the cadaver dog perhaps pick up a scent of him in that dumpster?
Might have been.
You know, there's something.
Yeah. You know, and one of the things, too, that they don't know is if that's what happened. If his body was placed in a dumpster, what dumpster was it? I mean, did she, or did whomever, I should say, did whomever place the body in a dumpster close to the home?
I don't want to know where the boyfriend is all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Where is he all of a sudden? Did he kill this little boy and then he vanished? It could have been that the dogs picked up a scent because maybe I mean, of course he was in diapers, or bloody clothing or anything else, and it would still alert them. You know, so his body may not be. Let's hope that there's a slim chance. And I'm always going to hope until they tell us that they have found his remains.
Yeah.
That maybe he is alive. That maybe he was taken by somebody. Maybe, you know, maybe he is safe and sound.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unlikely, but there have been cases, too, of children being abducted that were returned. It was that little girl, her last name was Smart.
Yeah. Was it Amy Smart?
I think so. I think out of Utah.
Yeah.
You know, there's been stranger things, but I'd like to know where the boyfriend is. I'd like to know why the grandmother is saying that she wants the mother out of the house, but they're hanging out all the time.
That was another part of the article that
another
thing. That was another part of the article that I didn't write down, but I think you mentioned it about the mom and Leilani, the grandmother and Leilani were seen at an establishment doing shots.
I mentioned
doing shots together, and
how long was that after?
I don't remember exactly, but it was
after he was missing.
Yeah. And
that's
then,
not normal behavior.
You know, and then they were upset because they were getting a lot of hecklers and people.
Well, sure.
You know, and you know,
people are upset and they act like, oh, you know, let's go drinking.
Yeah, let's go partying.
Let's go work on our tans.
And yeah, and there's so much that's just it doesn't make sense, and it doesn't seem like that would be normal activities for somebody who is grieving you know, it was like, I mean, there was some of the a couple of the mothers that killed their kids. There was
Andrea Yates, Susan Smith. Was it Susan Smith?
Yeah.
There was that one gal who she worked for the post office, and she, you know, did she shoot? I think she shot them. And there's that one woman who lived down in Texas, and they think that she shot her kids. Stuff. I mean, it's not just women either.
Yeah.
There's a whole fathers that annihilates their whole family, like Chris Watts, and we just watched a funeral in I think it was Jamaica, of this woman and her 4 children. And I watched one in the United States, which was this woman and her 4 children. I mean, it's heartbreaking enough when it's an adult.
Yeah.
Of any age. But when it's a child who is innocent.
You know, and going back, backpedaling a little bit, you know, the Chris Watts, how he tried to act like nothing happened. And,
oh, I know.
You know, and, I mean, and he snuffed the life out of those two darling little girls, you know,
well, and his
then
wife who was pregnant.
Yeah.
I don't care what goes on. You guys split up. You guys go get divorced, whatever, you know. Have a great time with your mistress.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do with that. But you didn't need to kill these people. And then go and change your clothes and go to a convenience store and buy breakfast. And his he was out there with his co-workers. And they said, no, he didn't act strange at all.
Yep. And then I don't remember which...
Not when he murdered the children. No, the co-workers were not out there. This was later on that day.
And I don't remember which mother, if it was Andrea Yates or Susan Smith, where they had the birthday party at the cemetery with the silly string.
That's the one in Texas.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, where they had the birthday party with balloons and silly string, for, you know. And, you know, you watched her, and she acted like that the kids were just sitting right there.
The two boys died, and she said it was somebody broke in the house, and because she was sleeping downstairs with the two boys, Dad was upstairs with the baby, and he never heard anything going on. Thankfully, because the baby was upstairs, you know, survived. But yeah, that was,
you know, and that I just, I had to give up hunting about 20 years ago because
you didn't have to. You wanted to.
I wanted to, because I could not take the life of an animal. I just, you know, and I can't even imagine, you know, coming down to taking the life of a human, and then taking the life of a human that you'd held, and you know, if you nurse them back to health, if they were sick, or I can't even imagine.
I know.
You know, that blows me away.
It's so sad. I mean, crime, murder and stuff any death is hard enough. And I don't care if you have the longest time to prepare for it. Still, you're never totally prepared for a death. You know, and you can feel a big sense of relief that person's no longer in pain and etc. I know. But I know I love you too. These kids, it's just heartbreaking. It's just, you know, I think we all should, if you're religious or spiritual, pray for this little boy. If you're not, send you know, healing vibes and stuff, that wherever he is, he's better cared for and loved even more. Look up the case. We invite you guys to look up the case. I don't know if Christina Randall had done a story on him or not.
I don't know, but she probably will.
Yeah, if she hasn't, she probably will.
She's really good. Just
type in Quiton, and that's Quinton, and then Simon, which is Simon. And it'll bring up all kinds of stuff. Unfortunately, there wasn't as much in the press and stuff. There wasn't as much detail as we would have liked to have found. It was pretty hard to find out a lot of these details. It did take, that's why we're a little bit late tonight. It did take quite a bit more research than normal. I can't tell you what our case is going to be next Sunday, you know. And if you guys like these contents, and if there is new breaking cases, we may even do a couple a week, because, of course, we're fascinated by this stuff. There's so many, you know, so many stories like this that are just so sad. I mean, I don't understand how anybody could kill somebody else. Now, we've all gotten really angry in life, right? We've even, maybe some of us have uttered, I'm going to kill you. Not meaning it, you know, but there's no way I could ever kill anybody. Look at this little face. How could you?
Yeah. And also, you know, if there is something that
case you guys would
like us to look into.
Yes.
I mean, I can't guarantee we'll definitely do it, but you know, we're really open.
I'm sure
for
that you guys might hear of some local cases though that we don't have any, you know. And then if you guys can help supply us with some information, we'll put it all together and stuff. I'd like to have me a detective cap though. I think I need to have me a detective cap.
We'll look for one for you.
Yeah, you don't like how Sherlock Holmes would wear? I don't want the pipe, though. You can do the pipe. No. Well, it's just a fake one.
How about a bubble pipe?
Hey, a bubble pipe. We can do a bubble pipe. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this case. I mean...
You know, and...
Bottom line, what about that, Casey Anthony?
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
her name? What about that case?
Yeah.
Don't get me going on that case.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
the daughter, Kaylee, and they found her not guilty.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
now
know.
she's living, last I knew, she's out partying and living up a great life.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
last I heard, and don't quote me on this, that may be a case that maybe we do next, let's do that case next Sunday.
Okay.
But last I heard, she's pregnant.
Oh.
Now, I'm not certain, but I thought I heard that. Next Sunday will be that case, Casey Anthony, and stuff, and all of that. So, you know, in that case, thank goodness the grandparents were on that.
Yep.
Right, Jellybean?
Yep.
What do you think about all this? Huh? What do you think about all this, little girl?
Yep. You guys get to look up her nose.
Yeah, see, she's no boogers. No boogers. Right, Jellybean? So funny at night. About halftime, Brad and I, you know, collapse on the same bed. But then this dog's going to come right up between us, right? Like, she'll come and lay right in between our heads, right? Kind of like right now.
Yep.
I mean, she just, Brad laughs because, yeah, she'll act like she hasn't seen me in weeks.
Yeah.
And, you know, I might have just left the room she was in, come back here.
And last night I had to go sleep in another room because a certain mastiff decided that he was going to lay in between us. And he's a hard boy to move if he doesn't want to be moved. And he kept pushing me up against the wall, so I was kind of squished.
Oreo feeling.
I was kind of squished up against the wall, and it took a lot for me to get out of the bed. And so finally I just gave up and went to another room.
Yeah.
You know?
We did a Aldi order today, had that. Man, sometimes I swear they're sitting right there waiting.
Probably.
I'll put in the order and then it's like 2 minutes later it says whoever is doing our shopping.
Yep.
So, you know, because you got to keep a lot of those fresh fruits and vegetables around so, you know, you don't. I've been wanting, this is just off subject real quick. I've been wanting to eat so many carbs lately. You know, if I'm depressed or stressed, I want to just eat my feelings. And I've had a harder time in this last week than I've had, I don't know, we started this in July.
Oh,
so
okay.
July, August, September. So October, 4 months. Well, we didn't start right away in July.
No.
I think it was maybe end of July.
Yeah.
Say 3 months. I've had a harder time, you know, just wanting to eat everything in sight.
One of the things that I get really frustrated about produce from the grocery store is the fruits. Is sometimes, I mean, they look pretty, but sometimes,
They'll
usually
look pretty 20 years from now.
Yeah, yeah. More often than not, they are hard as a rock and they have absolutely no taste. And you can bite into a peach and it sounds crunchy like an apple, or
Hey, wear your shirt inside out.
I know.
He has his shirt on inside out. See, look, you cannot get in his pocket here.
It's my secret. But
Your secret compartment.
but the you know, the very rarely do I find fresh fruit in the grocery store that actually tastes like fresh fruit.
Yeah.
And but Teresa ordered a bag of, it was like a 3-pound bag of pears, and those pears have just been absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. He hadn't had pears like that in so many years that it, you know, because I try to keep enough fruit around. Brad really likes fruit. I like some fruit, but Brad really likes almost any kind of fruit.
Mm-hmm.
And so if he gets hungry at night, you'll eat some of that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're careful about the sugar content and all of that. But,
Yeah.
you know, he'll eat that. And that's what Aldi's, we got those pears from Aldi's. Aldi's has some good produce.
Mm-hmm.
You just be ready to use it pretty soon. You know, use it pretty soon and stuff. I mean, we order like once every 2 weeks. We'll do what we call a substantial order, which I know you guys are going to laugh, but it's like around $100. But for us, that's pretty big. We've been really cutting down what we order. We've been, I mean, I know a lot of people are stockpiling. We've been going through our stuff because, you know, when you stockpile when you have some extra money, and then you use that when things are a little tighter. And
I'm still looking for the turkey in the freezer.
I know, what the heck? I was sure we had.
I thought we did too.
But anyway, you just have to be ready to put it. But yeah, I know you got me distracted.
I know.
I like to order our cheeses at a good price at Aldi's, and the other dairy stuff, and then produce. And that's the stuff we go through the most.
Yeah.
Is produce and cheeses. We never did make the goulash this last week. We didn't. We never did the fish.
No.
But we're going to move those two menu items over, so, and then we'll probably add something else. So
yeah, but we did have fresh asparagus.
Today?
Yes.
Yes. We love fresh asparagus. So, and Aldi usually has a good price on them, and it's very good. It's not the super large woody kind. This was a little larger than normal.
It was.
Yeah.
And I trim quite a bit off on the ends, but
it depends on the time of year.
Yeah.
Springtime you'll get with real thin, you know, it's almost like the baby asparagus, which is, but we'll cook up both packages, you know, of fresh asparagus, because we'll eat it.
And the way I cook it is I'll cut off the woody part on the end. So on a say an 8-inch piece of asparagus, a lot of times I'll take 2 inches off of the end, and then I throw them in a bag after I've trimmed them, and I'll drizzle some olive oil, and then we do have a seasoning. It's a seasoning for steaks and vegetables. Figure that one out. But I'll do that, or sometimes,
a vegetable?
Yeah, or sometimes I'll just season it with like onion powder and garlic powder and pepper and paprika. I don't like to add a lot of salt to anything. In fact, I very rarely add salt when I cook. Yeah. But then I throw it in the oven. Like tonight, I threw it in at 365 degrees for about 25 minutes. I put them in like a cake pan, and I covered it with aluminum foil, and it turned out
It turned out nice and tender and very flavorful, you know. So, because I will eat me some vegetables. Yeah. Brad knows if there's vegetables cooked, and I love like green beans, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. I'm going through a cabbage phase right now, people. Yep. Asparagus, those kind of things. If I'm hungry, and if it's in the fridge and stuff, I'll heat it up, and I'll eat on that instead. Which, you know, I've been kind of bad lately because I'll eat that before I eat my protein. Yeah. But that's really been what I've really been craving, and you know, I think your body goes through different cravings. Now, not always the candy and stuff, because, you know, but your body, if you're really craving peanut butter, you're really craving this or that. So, you know. Yeah. And like tonight, I didn't finish all my fish. I'll have my other piece of fish. And I will have, because we had just breaded fish fillets that we bought from the store. And we had a few French fries. You're really doing great with that, because the plate looked wonderful. It was mainly asparagus and then some fish and then just a few French fries, which was perfect.
And you didn't even eat all your French fries.
No, I didn't. I fed about half to the dog. Yeah. But I'll have my other piece of fish, and I'll have some asparagus.
Yep. And yeah, we've been doing a lot more with fresh vegetables. Well, I don't want to
smush the poodle.
That's what I don't want to hurt the little girl. You know, because she acts like she hasn't been around us.
She is the diva. Look,
yeah.
she is the diva.
But I've been doing a lot more cooking and with the fresh vegetables.
She's looking at you.
Hi. I've been doing a lot more with the fresh vegetables. When she ordered the groceries for today, she ordered fresh broccoli and fresh cauliflower, and then she'll go through and she'll trim them up. And then when we do have a salad at night, I'll trim it up even more to make the little florets even smaller and throw those on the salad. And another thing I'm weird about is if we can get the white mushrooms, if we can get them and they're very small and they haven't even started opening up, I love those. Just eat them just like that.
Those are hard to get though.
Yeah, we don't get them.
Time of year.
Yeah, we don't get them very often. What are you doing?
I only bought one package of those because you know, I'm trying to kind of watch the money.
Yeah.
You know, we got some plums. That'll be great.
Yeah, come here, Charlie.
We got some more red grapes. Those have been great lately. Pears have gone back up, so I didn't buy any more though.
Yeah. Well, I still got half a bag.
I think that's about it for fruit. Well, banana. And wow, Charlie. We've really been enjoying the heck out of the applesauce pouches. We really have. That's what we usually have most mornings for we test our blood sugar and then we both suck down one of those. Yeah. You hear Charlie? He's
come here, Charlie.
Moaning and rubbing his face all over.
Come here, Charlie.
He's all, hi, Charlie. How? I know, I love you too. Hi. What are you doing, little man? Are you a good boy? I know. Oh, I love you too. Wow. Yeah. Wow, Charlie.
he's got his back up against Theresa.
Did you guys hear him? He's a grown-a. He's a happy dog. Right, Charlie? Oh, boy. And Jellybean just ignores him. He's like, I don't care, right? Oh, he's getting a little too close for you. Come here. Oh, Mom will save you. There you go. Mom will save you. Yep. Mom will save you from the big old dog.
Charlie?
I know.
He's got his head under the pillow and he's launching the pillow around.
Joe, I bought some more tomatoes, more grape tomatoes, and some lovely green onions. Oh, we like using those some on salads and stuff. Yep. Green pepper, of course. The cauliflower and broccoli.
I just
think that's about it. We still had plenty of cabbage. Yeah. And since we're picking up asparagus, so.
Yeah. When I went to pick up a few things several days ago, and I'm so shocked at the price of like lunch meat. And
eggs have come down. They're only $2.45 a dozen now. Yeah. The high we hit here was $3.15. You know.
Come here, Charlie. Charlie.
We went back to getting some of the Go-Gurts. Well, it's Aldi's off-brand. Because I hate throwing away yogurt. We go through phases where we eat it like crazy, and then phases where we don't. Hi, Charlie. And so, but if it's frozen, sometimes you want something that's kind of like ice cream. And so we'll eat one of those. Yeah. Yep. Right, little poodle dog? Yep. Right? I know. She's a love bug.
Yeah, she is.
She is. She's a lovely puppy.
Right, Nix?
They're all, you know why they're all doing that.
Oh, yeah.
They all want to be fed. Because, Charlie, are you hungry? Charlie, are you hungry? Are you hungry, Charlie? Nixie, are you hungry? Jellybean, nobody's going to talk to me now.
They're trying to be cool.
Jellybean, are you hungry?
Well, come here, Charlie.
Jellybean, are you hungry?
Well, come here, Charlie.
Look at her.
They're just being stuck up.
She's looking at you.
They're camera shy.
Are you guys?
Except for her.
It's kind of like, I know, it's just kind of like kids. You ask them to do something and they won't do it. Right? Are you hungry, Jellybean? Are you hungry? You are? Okay. Her hungry dad. I had to go on a hunger strike because Mr. Heide usually does most of the cooking. He hadn't fed me yet today. And I'm like, I'm not doing a video with you until you feed me. Because I was getting pretty hungry. Hangry. I was to the hangry point. Yep. I wasn't raging hangry, but I was getting... Then I started singing the song about feed your wife. Remember? I'm like, feed your wife.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Oh, you're hungry too, aren't you? Okay,
So,
well, let's let these fine people go.
Yep.
Okay, so Dad can feed you.
Yep.
I'm going to finish watching 7 seconds tonight. I have 3 episodes left. So, anyway, we love you guys, and we do cherish your friendship so very much. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. Please share with your friends. You know, because we really do enjoy doing this channel. And even more so now that we do it together. Right? I know. And Jellybean likes it. Right, Jellybean? You like it, don't you? She's just staring at everybody.
She's just being cool.
Oh, you're being cool. I know. Probably so hungry, aren't you, little girl? Are you? Okay, you're going to wave at everybody now? Okay. That was nice of you. Okay. I gotta look at you too, Dad. You may pet me now too.
She hasn't had her piece of taffy yet today.
Oh Lord, we'll do that here in a little bit. Her and Brad share a piece of taffy every day. So.
No, we don't share.
Okay, she eats a piece of taffy. You give it to her a little bit by bit. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great night. And you know. Now you got me off track again. So everybody has to say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.